Hello children, welcome back in mathematics class. We have started set chapter. We have learned sets and its kinds. Today we will solve some questions based on those topics which we have studied. You have learned three methods of representation of a set: roster form, descriptive form and set builder form. Today we will learn how to convert one form into another. See the example. You have to convert this set into roster form. You have to convert this set into roster form. Can you tell me what is the name of this method of representation of set? This is set builder form. This method of representation of set is called set builder form, and we have to convert it into roster form. So children, you can see that here small n is whole number. N is whole number means 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. The value of n is this. If value of n is this, then what will be the value of x? See here. Therefore x is equal to, since x is equal to 4n, if n is 0, then x will be 4 into 0. If n is 1, then value of x will be 4 into 1. Understood? If value of n is 2, then what will be x? 4 into 2. Understood the method or not? First we have seen that the small n belongs to whole number, means n is whole number. We know that whole number starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. These are the whole numbers. Okay? If value of n we have got, we can find the value of x also. If n is 0, then value of x will be 4 into 0. That means 0. If n is 1, then value of x will be 4 into 1. That is here. 4 into 1 is 4. Similarly, n is 2, then x will be 4 into 2. That is 8. If n is 3, then x will be 4 into 3. That is 12. Now these are the value of x. These are the value of x. That means this set in the roster form will be roster form of the given set is equal to 0, 4, 8, 12 and so on. In the roster form we write all the elements separately. Okay, see one more example. Suppose x is equal to 1 upon n, where n is whole number and n is greater than 1 and less than 7. This is the set given to you and you have to convert it into roster form. What is the question? Convert into roster form. Okay, so how will you solve it? See here, since n is whole number and n is greater than 1 and less than 7, then what will be the value of n? N is equal to, greater than 1 starts from 2, then 3, then 4, then 5 and then 6. N is greater than 1 and less than 7, that means n may be 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 and maybe 6 also, because all these numbers are lying between 1 and 7. So these are the values of n. If these are the values of n, then what will be the values of x? X is equal to 1 upon n. If n is 2, then value of x will be 1 upon 2. If n is 3, then value of x will be 1 upon 3. Understood? Similarly, if n is 4, value of x will be 1 upon 4. If n is 5, value of x will be 1 upon 5. If n is 6, Value of x will be 1 upon 6. Values of x we have got. Then what will be the roster form? Roster form will be 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 5 and 1 by 6. Understood? Suppose the question asks, write the cardinal number of this given set. Then how do you find? Cardinal number means number of elements in the set. You can see there is the infinite numbers. So its cardinal number will be infinite. So generally we do not find the cardinal number of these type of sets. Okay? We find the cardinal number of these type of sets. What will be the cardinal number? Count the elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here cardinal number is 5. Okay? Now pause the video and note down these questions. Okay children, now see some more questions. Convert the following sets into set builder form and write the cardinal number of these sets. So first question is, see here, the set P has been given 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. And you have to convert it into set builder form. So set builder form means you have to make a rule for this. So just see which rule or which pattern is followed by these numbers. So children, if you see it carefully, we take one variable x, this is the method, and then we write the property followed by this. Now watch carefully. All these numbers are the factors of 12. That means x is a factor of 12. Now you have to identify, you have to do practice to make the rule or to identify the pattern followed by the numbers. Just like here I have seen and I have known that these are the factors of 12. Now you have to identify also these things. See the second one. The set Q has been given 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 5, 5 by 6 and 6 by 7, and we have to write it in set builder form. So first we will take one variable x, then we will apply the symbol such that, and then after we write the property of x. We are watching that our x is a fraction here. Are you watching? Every number is a fraction. A fraction in which denominator is 1 greater than numerator. See here, numerator is 1, denominator is 1 plus 1. Numerator is 2, then denominator is 2 plus 1. That means denominator is the successor of numerator. So we will suppose that x is equal to n upon n plus 1. We have identified the pattern. What type of fraction we have? The denominator is the successor of numerator. Now, how to find this value of n? The value of n is starting from 1 and reaching to 6. That means this small number is, small n is natural number. And how many? Less than 7. Because n is the numerator and our numerator starts from 1 and reaching to 6. That means first 6 natural numbers are there. So n is the natural number and it is less than 7. Understood? You have to identify the rule followed by here, and then you will write the rule, and that will be the set builder form. See the third. Third one is -9, -6, 3, 0, 3, 6, 9, 12 and 15, and we have to convert it into set builder form. For that we will make the pattern, we will identify the rule followed by these. So children, first see here, You can see that all the numbers are divisible by 3. 3 into 3 is 9, 3 into 2 is 6, 3 into 1 is 3, 3 into 0 is 0, again 3 into 1, 3 into 2, 3 into 3, 3 into 4, 3 into 5. That means all the numbers are divisible by 3. And you are watching that these are the integers, because positive number, negative numbers and 0 is also there. So we can write that the set R in which x is the variable such that x is the multiple of 3. X is the multiple of 3 because all the numbers are divisible by 3. Now we have to write the property of n. Now see how to write the property. Check these numbers. Minus 9 can be written as 3 into minus 3. Minus 6 can be written as 3 into minus 2. Minus 3 can be written as 3 into minus 1, 0 can be written as 3 into 0, 3 can be written as 3 into 1, 6 can be written as 3 into 2, 9 can be written as 3 into 3, 12 can be written as 3 into 4 and 15 can be written as 3 into 5. We have taken x is equal to 3n. 3n. Here the n is starting from minus 3. And reaching to 5. The value of n is starting from minus 3 and reaching up to 5. That means we can say that this n is integer and it is greater than minus 4. Because greater than minus 4 starts from minus 3. And reaching up to 5 means less than 6. Understood? This you can show in the fair also and in the rough also. This I have shown you to identify the rule. Understood? These numbers are divisible by 3. That is why I have written x is equal to 3 times n. Now we have found the property of n. So we are watching that by this calculation n is the integer. So I have written n is the integer. Now how many integers are there? Integers are starting from minus 3. Then minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 reaching up to 5. That means minus 3 to 5 are the integers. So how will you write it? Greater than minus 4 and less than 6. Understood? Now see the last one. The fourth one is 1 by 3, 1 by 5, 1 by 7, 1 by 11, 1 by 13 and 1 by 17. See carefully, this is very easy. Set builder form. We will take one variable x such that we can see that numerator is 1 in all and denominator is a number. That means our variable is a fraction in which the numerator is 1 and denominator is a number. Now we have to think the property of this number. So children, see carefully. 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17. Are you watching? These are the prime numbers. These are the prime numbers and greater than 2 and less than 19. That means n is a prime number and less than 19 and greater than 2. Understood? You can write it n is an odd number less than 19. That also you can write because 2 is the even number. So one more property you can write, x is equal to, see one more, x is equal to x such that x equal to 1 upon n, where n is an odd prime number less than 19. Any one property you can write, both are correct. Understood? Again pause the video and note down these things. Now we will see subset and proper subset. So suppose children, the two sets have been given to you. One set will be called the subset of other if the elements of one, all the elements of one set is present in the second set. See, this is the definition. Set A will be called a subset of set B if all the elements of A are present in set B. And this is the symbol. A is the subset of B. A is the subset of B. Understood? If all the elements of A are present in set B, see the example. See here, set A, which is written in the set builder form. X is a natural number, variable X, where X is a natural number, and another set is B, which has the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So you are watching that these are also natural numbers and these are also natural numbers. You can see that all the elements of A are present in B. That means A will be called a subset of B. Understood? A will be called the subset of B because all the elements of A are present in set B also. And you can see opposite also. Especially in this example, you are watching that all the elements of B are present in A also. You can say that B is also the subset of A. In this example, we are watching that. Understood? Take one more example. Suppose one set is P, another set is Q. See here. You can see that all the elements of P are present in Q. It means P is a subset of Q. But reverse we cannot write. Q is not a subset of P because 6 is not present in P. Understood? P will be called a subset of Q because all the elements of P are present in set Q. In the case of subset, it may be possible that both the sets are equal. If you can write A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, means A and B both are equal. And it may also be possible that both are not equal. The main point of subset is one set's element of one set should be present in the another set. Understood? Now see the proper subset. A set will be called proper subset of another set if all the elements of one set is present in the another, but another set should have at least one elements more than the first one. See the example. Suppose set A is 1, 2, 3 and set B is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, you can see that all the elements of A are present in B, but B has one element which is not in A. So we can say that A is a proper subset of B. Understood? Now pause the video and note down these things. Children, now we are going to learn how to make subsets of a given set and how to make a proper subsets of a given set. See the example. Suppose set A has the element 1, 2 and 3. Then how to write its subsets? So children, always remember empty set is a subset of all the given sets. We write the empty set which is a subset of empty means nothing and nothing is present everywhere. If there is nothing means that can be anywhere. That is why empty set is a subset of all the given sets. After that, first we take one elements and make a sets. See here. How are we making? We are taking one element and we are making different sets. Then 3 sets are possible. Now we will take two elements. If we take 2 elements, then 1, 2, 1, 3 and 2, 3. Okay? Now we will take all the 3 elements. So only this is the possible sets. So these are called the subsets of A. What is the procedure? Learn it. First we write empty set, which is a subset of all. Then we will take one element and we will make different sets. First we have taken 1, we have made one set. Then we have taken 2, we have made one set. We have taken 3 and we have made one set. By taking one element we can make these sets. Then we will take two elements. By taking two elements, these 3 sets can be formed. Children, don't write 2 1 because both are the same. Either you write 1 2 or 2 1, both are the same sets. That is why only one will be taken, this one. Understood? Now see here, subset of B, how to make? What is the procedure? First empty set, then we will take one element. First we have taken A, then we have taken B. One element we have taken. Now we will take two elements. By taking 2 elements, only this set can be made. So all these are called the subsets of B. Understood? Now how to make proper subset? The same set A is here. How to make the proper subset? So children, making the proper subset is also the same as subset. Only one term is different. You can see that when you are making the subset of a given set, then the question is also present there. The question set is this one, which is also present here. But if you are writing the proper subset, then the question set will not be there. So, see, first empty set, then we will take one element, 1 2 and 3. Then we will take two element, 1 2 1 3 and 2 3. We will leave the question set here. Understood? When we are making the proper subset, procedure will be same. Only the question set will be absent in the proper subset. See the proper subset of B. First we will take empty set. Then after we will take one element. And we will leave the question set. So this is the proper subset of B. Is this clear? Now see what is the noted point. How many subsets can be made from a given set? See here. If there are 3 elements, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If there are 3 elements, we can make 8 subsets. If there are 2 elements, then 1, 2, 3, 4 subsets. It means there is a formula for number of subsets. See here, there are 3 elements. So how many subsets are there? 2 to the power 3. Check it. See, 8 is coming. There are 8 subsets. So what is the formula for subsets of a given set? 2 to the power n, where n is the number of elements. See, this is the formula. How will you find the number of subsets? 2 to the power n, where n is the number of elements of the given set. Just like in the first case. In the second case, elements is 2. So how many subsets should be there? 2 to the power 2. That means 4. Check that. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is correct. Understood how to find the number of subsets. By the same way, proper subset says 2 to the power n minus 1. Check this one. Set A has 3 elements. So number of subsets will be 2 to the power 3 minus 1. Means 8 minus 1, that is 7. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is this clear? Similarly for the subsets of B, proper subsets of B. See here there are 3 elements. Check that these are correct or not. 2 to the power 2 minus 1 because set B has 2 elements. So formula for number of proper subsets will be 2 to the power 2 minus 1 means 4 minus 1, that is 3. Is this clear? How to find the number of subsets? So children, for today this much is over. In the next class we will study something more in the sets chapter. Okay? Bye bye.